Thank you for joining me tonight. I know it's been a moment since we shared time. You know how it is, mother life problems. For those who don't know me, my name is Sahira Anais Al Fenice. I'm Puerto Rican born on the mainland US, and from my earliest memories, magic has been a guiding presence in my life, woven into intuition, ritual, and daily practice. My path has taken me through several spiritual traditions. I'm a Yayenganga and Palomayombe, a New York State licensed reverend, a certified aromatherapist, an herb and essential oil mixologist, a high priestess of the New York City Wiccan Family Temple, and a compassionate death doula. At the heart of my work is service. I weave together ritual, plant medicine, and spiritual care to support healing, sovereignty, and transformation. My show, A Little Hint of Magic, airs on the first and third Fridays of each month at 7 p.m. Eastern on the magical Witchy World channel. Please tune in. So tonight's topic is, do you crystal? 5 crystals everyone should have in their arsenal. We'll discuss what are crystals and how are they formed, the benefits of using crystals, how to choose your crystal, how to care for your crystals, and the 5 crystals everyone should have in their arsenal. I'll do my best to answer relevant questions at the end if time allows. If we don't get to everything, please feel free to send me your questions or topic requests on Instagram at A Little Hint of Magic. That's ALILHINTOF Magic with a CK at the end. I'm always happy to continue the conversation there. So let's get to it. What are crystals and how are they formed? So we're going to get real scientific here, guys. A crystal is a solid whose atoms are arranged in a highly ordered, repeating pattern. These patterns are known as crystal systems. At the core of each crystal is what's called a unit cell, the smallest structural building block that repeats itself over and over again to create the form we can see, touch, and work with. So think of it like human biology. We start off, half cells joining together. So sperm and egg joining together creates one cell, and then it begins to multiply. Crystals are the same way. They're very much like living, breathing beings. I actually think they're alive. They have life. Now, crystals don't just appear. They form over time under very specific conditions. Some crystals develop deep within the earth when molten material cools and solidifies under intense heat and pressure. A well-known example is the diamond. We all love diamonds, right? Which forms when carbon is compressed and crystallizes far beneath the Earth's surface. Others form in a completely different way. Through the slow evaporation of mineral-rich solutions, this is how quartz varieties like amethyst are created. Amethyst begins as a concentrated solution of silicon dioxide with trace amounts of iron. This solution becomes trapped inside cavities within volcanic rock, often gas bubbles formed in the flowing lava. As the liquid slowly evaporates, the silicon and the oxygen begin organizing themselves into a crystal structure layer by layer. The presence of iron is what gives amethyst its signature purple color. Crystal growth begins with something very small, a seed crystal or a nucleus, formed through a process called nucleation. From there, more atoms attach to the same repeating pattern, allowing the crystal to grow over time. In volcanic environments, this often happens along the inner walls of those lava-formed cavities. As everything cools and hardens, what's left is what we know as a geode. Something that looks simple on the outside, but holds something intricate and beautiful within. Now, if we step outside of the scientific lens for a moment, many traditions understand crystals as more than just mineral structures. They're seen as carriers of energy. And when you think about it, everything in an existence, including us, is made of energy. So when we work with crystals, we're not just holding something physical, we're engaging with a structure that holds a very specific, stable vibration. And for me, that's where it shifts. Because when something holds structure, memory, and frequency in that way, it begins to feel less like an object and more like something with a presence, something that in its own way is alive. So that's why I say that crystals are living beings. The benefits of using crystals. While modern medicine has not produced conclusive evidence supporting the healing properties of crystals, many people throughout history and across cultures have believed in their energetic influence. Ancient civilizations, including the Egyptians, Greeks, and Chinese, incorporated crystals and stones into healing practices, spiritual rituals, and protective talismans. In contemporary holistic and spiritual traditions, crystals are often used as tools for working with energy. The idea is that crystals may help support the flow of positive energy while assisting in clearing or transforming stagnant or negative energy within the body and the surrounding environment. People work with crystals in many different ways, depending on their intentions. Some may use them during meditation, carry them as personal talismans, place them in their homes or workspaces, or even incorporate them into ritual and spiritual practice. Common intentions for working with crystals include supporting overall health and well being, attracting abundance or prosperity, calling in love or strengthening relationships, providing energetic protection, enhancing clarity, focus, and emotional balance. And of course, the list goes on. It, all that matters is what your intention is. You put that intention towards that crystal, and things start to happen because the energy starts flowing. Ultimately, crystals are tools that many practitioners use to support intention, mindfulness, and energetic awareness. Whether one approaches them in a spiritual, symbolic, or purely aesthetic perspective, their presence has inspired fascination and reverence for thousands of years. So, how do we choose our crystals? Before looking at what a particular stone is said to offer, take a moment, check in with yourself. Ask what you feel may be out of balance or missing in your life right now. This step helps you to look inward first. Become aware of what is happening within you rather than immediately depending on something outside of yourself. Once you have that awareness, allow your intuition to guide you. You may find that a particular crystal catches your eye, or you might feel drawn to one without fully understanding why. Trust that response. Often, your subconscious recognizes what resonates with your energy before your logical mind does. After choosing your crystal, spend a little time with it, hold it, sit with it during meditation, or simply keep it nearby. This is how you begin to develop a connection and allow the stone to become part of your personal energetic practice. So, how do we cleanse our crystals? When you first bring a crystal home, it's a good idea to cleanse it. The intention behind cleansing is to return the crystal to a neutral energetic state. By clearing away any residual energy it may have picked up along its journey from the earth to handling to the place where you acquired it. There are several simple ways to cleanse a crystal, depending on the type of stone you have. You can hold it under cool running water, place it in a bowl of sea salt, set it in sunlight or moonlight for a period of time, smudge it with sage or other cleansing herbs. Each of these methods is meant to gently refresh the crystal's energetic field. Please keep in mind that not all crystals can be cleansed the same way. So again, be mindful of the crystal you have. For example, if you have selenite, we know that we can't put selenite in water. So again, be mindful of the crystal that you acquire and treat it with care and love as you clear it. But cleansing isn't only about the crystal itself. Remember that. It's also about the mindset we bring to the practice. Working with crystals requires a certain openness and respect for the process. Taking a moment to clear your mind, release doubt, distraction, or negative energy. This helps to create the right environment for working with those crystals. In many ways, the relationship we build with our crystals is part of the practice. Approaching them with intention, curiosity, and respect is an important part of how we allow them to support us. So, the 5 crystals everyone should have in their arsenal. We all know there are many crystals used in energetic and spiritual practices. Each stone is traditionally associated with certain qualities or intentions, while different traditions may describe them in slightly different ways. These are some of the commonly recognized attributes. So, my first crystal, clear quartz. And I have an example here. Hopefully, you guys can see it clearly. This is more of a focus crystal, has a point to it. So, it's like that intense focus, right? On top of what clear quartz delivers. Clear quartz is often referred to as the master healer. It's known for its ability to amplify energy and intention, which is why it's frequently used alongside other stones to strengthen their effects. Clear quartz amplifies energy and intention, supports concentration and memory, helps bring balance to the energetic system. Clear quartz is often paired with rose quartz, as the two together are believed to strengthen heart-centered awareness and spiritual connection. Very important. This is the first crystal you should definitely get. Very, very, very important. So the next crystal, rose quartz, we just talked about it, right? And hopefully you can see my rose quartz there. Let me see, there it goes. So you can see a little bit of the color. I love my rose quartz. Rose quartz is commonly known as the stone of love. We all kind of know that a little bit. Its energy is traditionally associated with compassion, emotional healing, and matters of the heart. It helps to restore trust and harmony in relationships, encourages deeper emotional connection, provides comfort during times of grief and emotional stress. So think about it when we're having a hard time or when we're being hard on ourselves because we're not performing the way we think we should. Grab your rose quartz. Give yourself some self-love. Give yourself some love. Give yourself some love. We all need more love. And also, rose quartz supports love, respect, trust, and self-worth. Next one is obsidian. So hopefully you guys can see my obsidian crystal here. Obsidian is considered a strongly protective stone. So again, one that is very important to have in your arsenal. It's often used for grounding and for helping us confront and release emotional patterns that may be holding us back. It shields against physical and emotional negativity. We all need that, especially, you know, if you do the commutes to work. For example, I live in New York City. Well, I live in Jersey City, so which is right next to New York City. And I don't go anywhere without taking my obsidian because the train gets a little reckless with people and their thoughts and their intentions and their vibrations. And sometimes negativity jumps on you. So you want to just make sure that you release that energy, you leave it over there and don't carry it with you. Obsidian also helps reveal and release emotional blockages. It encourages strength, clarity, and compassion. And it supports self-reflection and a deeper understanding of oneself. Next crystal is the amethyst. So I have an example of a geode. We talked about a geode, right? So it's like a rocky surface. This was a rock, and when it was harvested, you see this beautiful geode pattern, right? These beautiful crystals. And here's another amethyst that you may find in the store if you don't want a geode. Amethyst is widely regarded as a protective and spiritually supportive stone. It is often used to promote mental clarity and a calmer state of mind. Amethyst helps to quiet negative or repetitive thoughts. So for anyone who has like those compulsive thoughts, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, I'm an idiot, for example, amethyst, use your amethyst and your rose quartz and give yourself some love and clarity and understanding. Amethyst also encourages humility, sincerity, and spiritual awareness. It supports willpower and healthier decision making. We all need some help with that, right? And lastly, it often is used to promote restful sleep and dream awareness. I definitely need this. I'm an insomniac, so I literally sleep with this geode, with this amethyst geode right next to my bed. And then lastly is the bloodstone. I'm sorry, I don't have an example. I thought I did. I don't know what I did with it. One of my people, one of my spirits must have, taken my stone because, it was needed for work somewhere. But when I find it, I'll share it with you guys. Bloodstone has long been considered a powerful healing stone. Historically, it has been associated with vitality, courage, and the movement of life force through the body. It helps to clear negative environmental energies, which is always good. You always need something to clear out those negative nullies, right? It encourages the healthy flow of energy and ideas, promotes creativity, selflessness, and idealism, and it helps to reduce irritability, aggression, and impatience. The most important thing when working with crystals is to approach the practice with an open mind. Openness allows us to explore the experience fully and develop our own relationship with these stones. Just like many other spiritual practices, intention and belief play an important role. When we work with clarity, respect, and focused intention, we create the space for these tools to support the outcomes we are seeking. As we come to the close of our time together, I invite you to stay connected. Please feel free to reach out with questions, share insights, or suggest future topics. Your voice is an essential part of this space, and I truly value hearing from you. So please reach out to me. Let's connect on Instagram. Again, my handle is Little Hint of Magic. That's ALILHINTOFMAGICK. Always magic with a CK at the end. Remember that. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I look forward to gathering again on April 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Please stay tuned. Wishing you a beautiful weekend. Blessed be. Thank you, guys.